Other players moving in sync, and all four players move together. Here we see another good stick position, but look at the three Vegas Golden Knights defending. They're holding the blue line. This is a difficult thing to do. Everybody has to have the same timing, and again, the timing of this creating such a great positional gap, or reducing the gap, by being able to hold that blue line as a group and not having one player drop back is key situation when you're facing a rush coming out. As soon as one player drops off the blue line, you're probably going to be now defending in your own zone, which is what you don't want to do. When we killed penalties, the best penalty killing was let's keep the puck in the other zone.
Now that we've talked about our penalty kill formation being a passive box and kind of going over some of the roles and responsibility for the players, we want to now start to address our penalty kill forecheck. So we are going to play a 1-3. So basically what a 1-3 looks like is we'll have three players across the blue line, and we'll have an F1 that is going to dictate the direction the opponent's breakout by applying pressure on an angle. So one thing we want to understand is that F1's immediate role is not to try to create a turnover, but is to force the puck carrier to one side and prevent clean passes through the middle of the ice and across the railroad. This player has to be very, very disciplined and avoid getting beat one-on-one. So we're asking our F1 to be very passive in this role. Puck comes down the ice. We're going to send our F1. And if we're saying that we want to dictate that they come to the side, F1's going to kind of come in from left, and we're going to force their look to the right side of the ice. So if a team is stretching here, we're not going to come up to the blue line. We're going to stay back, and we're going to give them the neutral zone. Okay, the one thing about the 1-3 is that we are giving up ice through the neutral zone because we are going to be aggressive at our blue line. So our three guys making our wall are going to stay back in a passive role here, giving them ice here. If they want to make a stretch pass, then we're going to encourage that, because when we see that pass come, we're going to now jump up and put immediate pressure on that pass and then create the turnover. The 1-3 is forcing the other opposition to skate the puck through the neutral zone so that at our blue line, we can make them make a decision, hopefully forcing them to chip it in and not give them easy access into our zone and allow them to set up. So puck comes down here. F1's going to make a read. We're going to ask our F1 not to go any deeper than the top of the circles. The only time that we're going to send F1 in is if there's a foot race where he knows that he can put immediate pressure and get control of that puck so that we can keep possession. But if he sees that this is a 50-50 puck or worse, we're going to ask F1 to be very, very passive, not going to pressure any lower than the top of the circles. Our three guys making our wall are going to come up ice, and they're going to be passive. Like I said, we're going to give up space in the neutral zone to force them to try and skate into our wall. Puck comes here. Let's say we're going to dictate this way. Our F1 is going to come in on the strong side of that wall, on the strong side of that ice, and we're going to force and dictate this way. So he's not going to overpressure behind the puck. Now, once they come here, he can actually delay, and he's going to take away any pass here. Our D, our forward, and our D are going to come up ice, and they're going to back up. And we're pushing and angling outside of those lots. Now, when we get to this blue line, we're trying to take away any pass cross ice. We got our sticks here, and our D's responsibility here is to close off that blue line. Any chip in, we're going to have our D2 come back on retrieval. On first touch, he's looking to get 200 feet. Our responsibility here for F2 is if our D gets beat with speed, he's going to close off that tick. So he's going to slide over and close off this tick and keep them to the outside with D1 coming and closing off any access to our post. Once we create a turnover, then we are 100% looking to get first touch down the ice.
Your job, you need to accept what is your job, is to make sure they're bumping the puck behind you. If it's what they did, you did your job. Because a lot of players will be, yeah, but coach, you punt the puck behind me. Yes, that's exactly what we want. We try to force on the outside. Look at this. Boom, flash. He did his job. That's exactly what we're looking. Push them on our D side. We're predictable. We're coming up with a lot of speed, a lot of pace, a lot of pressure. Force that turnover, and now we go. Sticks. Hold that blue line. Force that turnover. Breakaway.
Power. To the center circle. around Beck-Mallenstein, across the ice to Arvidsson. Goals in 2 of his last 3. Asamont going to feather it down the wall. Picks the Buffalo penalty killers. McAvoy looks back. Hits Lindholm. Zacha to Lindholm.
Was our in-zone face-off assignment. There's going to be 2. So our defensive zone face-off, we have our centerman. We are going to have a strong-handed D. So 5-on-5, we make sure that on this position here, we have a lefty on this side so we can do a first touch D to D. We're not looking for a clean breakout on the penalty kill. So we're going to have our left-handed D here. We'll have our right-handed D, and we'll have a winger. Any puck that's swung back, we're going to have both Ds sliding in on their forehand and looking to get the puck 200 feet down the ice, with our centerman stepping through the middle if we lose and coming out, and our winger coming out on this strong side. Under no circumstance do we want our winger coming across on the penalty kill or our centerman doing a switch. We're not going to do a switch. We're going to stay on that strong side. If we get an offensive zone faceoff on the penalty kill, which doesn't happen that much, we're going to line up with our centerman. We're going to have our inside winger. We're going to take one of our defensemen and we're going to line him back up here on the red line. And then we're going to have our second defenseman right here. Now, on any faceoff that we win, we're looking to kick it immediately back to this defenseman who's going to bring it all the way back and buy time. We're not looking to create offense off of an offensive zone faceoff. We're looking to kill 30 seconds. So this is a big Mitch Gauthier thing that I learned from, and I'll put a clip in here after. But on this faceoff here, we're looking to win it, kick it straight back to this D, and have this D bring it all the way back to buy time before we go all the way 200 feet and make them have to come back through our 1-3.
What we are trying to achieve is killing that PK, killing that 2 minutes. So we have our center here, we have our winger, we have our D, quarter pie right here, top of the circle, and we have our D2 here. The main goal is winning the face-off, trying to bring the puck back here, coming back, everyone's coming back, and now we're killing time. Usually doing this face-off kills a good 30 seconds. Win the puck here, come back. Honestly, my first year when I did that face-off, I showed my head coach and he was laughing. He was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm dead serious." Team Canada did it. I did it for years, and I'm going to be the first one to do it at the pro level. I was like, "Yeah, I'm not sure." So we had our first offensive zone face-off. The guys were so excited to do it. We won the face-off, bring the face-off back, and we were able to wheel, clear the puck. We cleared the puck, and from there, we were able to kill the play on the entry, put it back, and that first unit went straight to the bench because we just killed 1 minute based on that offensive face-off. So again, just accepting willingness to defend.